to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? We are going to start today's episode by doing a bit of extended crafting. And basically what we are trying to achieve is to try and make the elite crafting table. Why? Well, I do really hate the Empowerer, and every recipe that you do in the Empowerer, you can also do it in the crafting core, correct? The problem is that you need to have the crystalline component, which requires the crystalline ingot, which, there you go, this is the recipe. So if I'm not wrong, this should be 2 advanced crafting tables. That goes inside the other advanced crafting table. Here is a crafter tier 3. These 2 go over there. We have some Osgo glass. Give me all. Thank you. And that was thankfully more than 2 blocks. So what else do we need? I'm really hoping we have a bit of mana. Yes. 4 mana dust should do the trick. Like so. And the only thing that we are going to need is some phytogrow. Thankfully we can make it. Which also means we are going to need an energetic infuser, which does require a bit of things. What is this? We have everything on auto crafting. I don't even have to leave the room. Except the lead gear. Why don't I have lead gear? It's fine. We can set the recipe here, put it with the rest of the gears, and voila. So, energetic infuser. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're slow. Wow. You know, in hindsight, one of the things that I should have automated first were the kits. We should have almost everything on auto crafting. Can I use fused quartz? Yes. Cheaper. And 1 kit to rule them all. That was fast. But I guess by the time this one was done, we're already done. Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the elite crafting table. I do have a feeling that very soon we should start automating the wither. You know, I'm just saying, we need a ton of nether stars. Wait a second. Where did you go? How did he die? There's a gun battle outside, don't you worry. I don't really remember how many of them we need. I think we need 3 components, correct? Yeah, so that is 6 ingots. We can only have like 4. It's fine, I'll get another one, don't you worry. For some reason, I still hate the nether. But we needed 2 more ingots, so there you go. That is our 3 components. And the rest of it is relatively easy. We just need some liquefied coal. Oh, okay. Here is the osmo iridium. And this should be our crafting core. Thankfully, I made enough pedestals. My assumption is that this is going to be way faster than the Empowerer itself. So, we give you some power. Why don't I have food? Oh. I have food here. I have placed down some traps in the water and also on the grass, so we're getting this kind of garbage. It's good for your hearts. I just made this in order to make some void crystals, and you need basalt. Why would you need basalt? I have only 6. Let's see if at least it's a bit faster. Oh, that was instant. I like things which are fast. Awesome. The reason that I needed that void block is that, yes, we do have an ore miner over here. We were awarded, I think, 12 mica, which we used in order to make some speed modifiers. Today we are going to upgrade this, and we need more mica. And I just needed 1 more iridium. This is why I was here. That gives us the iridium reinforced plate. As usual, the diode, the resource miner tier 1. Come on. Thank you. A tier 2. Give me the quest. Can we go to tier 3? I mean, the controller is fine. I'm worried about the actual structure blocks. Because basically, I can assure you, we will not have enough iridium. 56! Holy! There's no way in this universe you can make me 56. No. Yeah, the crystals are a pain. I have been checking online, and it does seem that the number of structure frames that you need for a tier 4 ore miner is also 56. And we have already most of the blocks, so we're going to upgrade this one because we already have enough palladium, and then we're going to get crystals much faster. And once we are getting crystals faster, making a resource miner is not going to be a problem. But the combination crafter that I made over there has 1 more use. And yes, it is a use that you guys have been asking me for a very long time. We need 2 blocks of draconium. We need to charge them. Oh, this takes a while. Seriously, dude? How long does it take? Oh, 2 billion RF. Okay, that takes a while then. I was wondering why it's not working, then I realized it's nighttime, we're probably out of power. But we are going to take the opportunity and try to find 1 enderman, hopefully. There used to be a time that you could find endermen in deserts easier. Those were the better times, I guess. So for those of you who are confused, what we're going to do is that we're going to try and make a dimensional transceiver from Ender.io. That's not how you do that. And yes, that's a vibrant crystal, not a capacitor. This was taking so much time that I finally decided that... Oh, it's done. Yeah, I used the quantum entangler porter and hooked it up to our induction matrix. But in any case, we're going to have 2 more. The reason that we needed some charged draconium was to get some vibrant capacitors like so. That should be a quest, yes. And I guess if nothing has gone wrong, we should be able to make one-dimensional transceiver if I get my quantum entangler porter. come here. So ladies and gentlemen, dimensional transceiver. Thank you, thank you. So even though we have made this, we have to put it inside a sag mill and we get flux cores. There is a recipe for duping the flux cores, but somebody told me that we can also replicate it. That's not gonna happen. Okay, it's fine. We're going to have a recipe for black quartz, a recipe for flux dust. You know, we can also use these recipes, but this one can be handled by applied energistics. And I might as well use some of the black quartz that I have, so who cares? So can you give me like 500 flux dust? Oh my goodness. Don't use the pillar. Use this. Thank you. So flux dust, 1000. Thank you. We shall dupe the cores. That is 2 stacks. We're out of obsidian. But that should give me 1 flux plug and I guess a few flux points. I wasn't really planning on doing this, but you're right. This is actually worth it. Because quantum entangleporters are very expensive and this is way cheaper. We can dupe everything. So we put you there. Do I have to have a passport? No. Okay. We're not going to have a limit. And I guess instead of every single quantum entangleporter that we have, we can just use a flux point. You know, we put you here. There you go. I have also switched the lenses. We have decent supply of chironite. And just to make sure, for a tier 4 ore miner, we're missing a bit of chironite. That's it. I just want to make sure that I'm not gonna mess it up. You know, you upgrade it and then you realize you're out of 1 crystal. So while waiting for some crystals, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and finish as many quests as possible in the thermal expansion tab. Just for the rewards, nothing too special. And everything is so cheap, so who cares? Yes, every single quest in the thermal expansion tab, that is great. Let us see what we're going to get. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of loot bags. Food? Okay. We get a reward which is also a quest, that's lovely. Octuple compressed cobblestone. Just the one. Insanium. Just the one? Singularity. Yes, just the one. Not gonna lie to you, they do give you a lot of garbage. We're not super wealthy, but I'm assuming I have everything we need in order to make an ore miner from scratch. So there you go, ore miner tier 4. We just need to take the modifiers. Since we need to upgrade the ore miners constantly, we're going to place them down in the desert so that we don't see them that much. Until we would be able to move them to their permanent location. 155,000 RF. You're crazy. But it's fine, we have the power. I have just hooked it up to power, and yes, it's charging up. We shall have our chests, and voila. This is significantly faster. Really faster. Since we did manage to make an ore miner from scratch, maybe we would be able to have a tier 4 resource miner for mica. We just ordered 56, and that's it. But we don't have enough palladium in order to upgrade the actual miner. Uh-oh. That is perfectly fine, we just need like half a stack of it and that's it. So let us switch the lens with blue. Yeah, we already got like 9. Wasn't there like an accuracy modifier? Ew. Well, we don't really want it to be that accurate. Because later on, we just want random ores. We don't really care. I just had to go to the nether, vein mine some obsidian, and hopefully we can make our controller. That is not how you do that. Does it have to be a white lens? No? How do you make a resource miner? That's exactly what I did. Wasn't that palladium? I have no idea what was wrong, but there you go. This one doesn't really have any speed modifiers because we don't have the mica, and maybe we should change the lens. You can't break it. It's fine. Anyways, for our immediate needs, I think this is going to be more than enough. How much do you consume? 200 RF per tick. Oh, because of the speed upgrades, obviously. Anyways, now that we have our palladium, we're going to switch to ionite. So light blue lens. Yes, this guy. And now I really have to take care of ore processing because we can't wait anymore. Eventually what is going to happen is that our ore miners are going to work super fast and they have to be processed incredibly fast. I don't really want to do it in the overworld because I'm afraid it's going to cause lag, so here's what we're going to do. I have made a few projectors from compact machines and we're going to make a giant compact machine. That's not how you do that. On top? No. Does it have to be in the center? No. Is it like too big? I don't really know what I'm doing. How did it work? Should I be like outside the projector? Ah, yes. I should be outside this field. I'm really hoping it doesn't have to be bigger than that. Okay, we're good. This one takes some time. Thank you. I'm going to actually make a bunch more. Just in case. It has been a while later and I did try to finish one part of the factory. It's not going to remain plain like this, but there's going to be a second floor and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. And yes, I broke a crate. Sue me. The inside is also not very complete because, well, we don't have all the machines that we need. Anyways, the most important thing that I worked on was the ore processing. Voila, there you go. It's actually not something super complicated, we're just pulverizing stuff, or sometimes smelting stuff, or sometimes doing both. And this one is just for oil, it should be here, yes. I'm also using the electric furnaces from AE2 because they give you experience. There's nothing in it. Okay, a bit. These ones should have more. Not that we're short on experience, but I like the idea. And yes, at this very moment, this is an overkill, but later on we're going to get a tier 6 ore miner, so yeah, we're gonna need that. Because if you look at the ender chest, which is hooked up to our miners, you might notice that everything gets processed almost immediately. And you know, we get the resources. Also, yes, it has been a few hours later, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to vein mine the solar cells. We have to be very fast, and instead we're going to order 81 ironite solar cells. You might be asking yourselves, why the hell am I not going with the controller? Well, this is the recipe for it. It's not really gonna happen anytime soon. Actually, it might. One day. These are the problems. High voltage solar arrays. They need a ton of rubber, I guess. Previously, we were generating 650,000 RF. With this, it should be at least, I don't know, 1.5 million? I know. I'm being very optimistic. How much do you make? 1.3 million. Holy. Yeah, 1.3 million. That's awesome. 1.3 million RF is so good that I think we would be able to cheat a little bit with our UU matter setup. So maybe I can have a flux point here and set a limit of 300,000 RF. Actually, yes, stick with the limit. My bad. Look how fast we're making UU matter. What if you ignore the limit? I think now it's like a few millibuckets every second. That's a bit. So are we gaining power? Are we losing power? We are gaining power. So yeah, work without the limit, who cares? As for our next project, there is something that we need to test. We need some wither skeleton skulls. And we crashed. See you in 15 minutes, then again maybe not. Going between dimensions is never a good idea. Why did I fall? Also, this is not my nether. Okay, the other nether is that way. So we do have Warpole 6 on this sword, and getting wither skeleton skulls should be relatively easy if we find one. The skeleton, not the skull. And yes, my mob farm in the nether keeps breaking because I added bewitchment, and there is a mob which just explodes and destroys everything. I mean, I got the skulls, I got one wither skeleton inside a mob imprisonment tool. We might as well get the star. He's dead. 2 hits. We got the star, right? Yes. Give me your head. You're almost guaranteed a head per kill. With Warpole, obviously. We're done. We can go back home. Don't break the portal. Jerk. So here's the thing. If we have a mob duplicator and duplicate a few wither skeletons, try not to die. Why did I do that? I just wanted like 2 or 3 skulls. We have it. Okay, we have 9. I want to see if we would be able to automate the killing of the wither, because we're going to need nether stars for the next tier of ore miners. You know, the stupid structure frame does require a nether star, and you need 72 of them. So if I'm not wrong, here is a wither builder. And since Draconic Evolution is a bit out of the question, we're going to go with the reinforced obsidian from Ender.io. And again, since I'm a very smart person, we're going to try this in the middle of our base. Not exactly sure if you can kill a wither with a mob crusher from Industrial Foregoing, but let us give it a try. Everything has power. And we have a wither. Oops. There's a hole. Are you gonna kill it? Please. Please. It didn't die. Oh, it died. So it takes 3 of them to kill a wither instantly. Are we sure? Just want to make sure. Yeah, you need 3 of them. Okay, so I set up the wither skeleton spawner. On top is just a 1 block, but the problem is that we're really not getting that many skulls. I mean, it has been running for a while and we only have 8, which is garbage. But there's also a fortune upgrade, which we are going to try and get it. Now, what we're going to do is that I have realized that we have AE2 stuff in the back. And I was under the impression that most of the machines are disabled, but apparently not. I never saw this. It's fine, we're going to make a block that I have never ever built in my entire life. The wireless connector. And I'll be very honest with you, I have no idea how it works. We need the network tool and the wireless setup kit. So the question would be, if I set up one wireless connector over here, and then, I don't know, place my wither builder here. This is next to the mob farm. Get myself an interface, put it on the wither builder. Just to be able to see everything, we're going to have 2 cables. I don't think they're going to be necessary, but you know. So how do we connect you? You just sneak and right click? Ew, oops. Power is gone. It's consuming 12,000 RF per tick. That's not much. Okay, can you disconnect for like 1 second? No. I think this entire time we were powering everything using these two RTGs and the quantum entangler porter wasn't doing anything. So what if we do this again? We connect you to the Wither Builder and you're online. Perfect. How much power are we consuming? Wow. Anyways, the entire point is, yes, now we have the Wither Builder in our terminal. So basically I can have a pattern that 3 Wither skeleton skulls and 4 soul sand gives you 1 nether star. And now we just have to hook it up to power. I took these guys, these RTGs, from our UU matter setup. I didn't make new ones. We shall have 3 mob crushers like so. And we just make sure that I did not misplace them. Yes, all of them are facing the chamber. Oh, and I should not forget, I'm missing 2 blocks. So there you go. Well, everything has power, everything has its range add-on, and let us give it a test. We ask our applied energistic system to make us 1 nether star. Well, we have the Wither. Is it gonna die? Yeah. Not really. Seems it doesn't really matter if you have 1, 2, or 10 of these things. We just go with the 1. So can I have 1 more nether star? Yeah, I mean the result is the same, who cares? So the Wither Builder doesn't actually spawn the Wither, it just physically places down blocks, correct? And if you already have a Wither inside and it tries to place down blocks, well, everything is going to be messed up. So we're going to have a repeater and then maybe some sort of a timer. We will set it to 400 ticks, that is every 20 seconds. And the Wither Builder is going to be active with a redstone signal. So every 20 seconds, that should work. I was hoping it goes through blocks. It doesn't. It's fine. We can have a redstone piece. Or, you know, just move it by 1 block. So 400 ticks. Let us get a bunch of skulls. And this time we're going to have 3 nether stars. It will take some time, don't you worry. The timer is being activated. Yes, we have our first Wither. I'm hoping 20 seconds is enough. Well, it was enough. You didn't place it. Maybe the pulse is too fast? Dude, place it. Oops. That's not great. Okay, so the problem is not with the timer itself, it's with the Wither Builder. Let me try and demonstrate it for you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to order 2 more nether stars, correct? The first time that the timer clicks, we're going to get 1 instantly. Come on, you can do that. Yes, thank you. But now here's the problem. It's not charging up. It's going to require a certain amount of energy, and every time the timer kicks in, we're going to get a teeny tiny bit. And that teeny tiny bit is 1125 RF per tick. So we need to have some sort of a pulse extender which can extend the pulse to round about 1 second. Which I'm assuming is going to be something super easy. We just need to have a comparator like so. 2 of them. And 2 pieces of redstone. Maybe I should move everything back by 1 block. Yeah, something like that should work. Let us order a bit more stars. You know, like 4 more. And see what happens. The timer kicked in. And I paused it. Yes, work. Oops, no. Pause. Do you actually need to have a timer? There are 10 withers inside, and that's a bit scary. I guess we can ignore the timer. Once we get some draconium, which is not very far away, because we would be able to make the tier 5 ore miner today, and maybe next episode we would be able to make the tier 6 and get tons of draconium, we can improve this by a lot. But for the moment, our problem is the supply of wither skeleton skulls, and what I have done is that I have the mob slaughter factory and I'm gathering some pink slime. So let us take 2 buckets, we add it to the flewing sieving machine, and we just need 1 pink slime ingot, so I guess 1 iron? Yep, perfect. So I think the upgrade is called the Fortune add-on. There you go. So here's the fun part, I'm not really sure if we can put Fortune 6 on it, but we're going to try, because if you look at the uses, well, it only says Fortune 3. But I don't really know. Let's try it. My anvil broke. That is Fortune 6. We shall extract and see if it works. Fortune 6. Oh, I'm not gonna complain. Let's see if it actually works. So, Fortune 6, the upgrades, and I'll go and check. We got 2 skulls. Immediately. I think now that you're getting tons of garbage, maybe you need a speed upgrade. I don't see that many skulls. Oh, okay. I take it back. It's probably much better than what it used to be. Oops. Although for the moment I need like 90 skulls, so let us pause this one and I kill everyone manually. Yeah, you see, every time I get a skull, it's a bit faster. I have gathered all the nether stars that we needed, and now we should be able to upgrade our miner. Obviously next time I don't really have to do this manually because it's gonna run for a few hours and we will have plenty of skulls. But this time I was kind of in a hurry. So a pattern for structure frame, we give you all the frames that we have and we ask you to make us 72. You can craft it. Perfect. So while you're doing that, I have been trying to upgrade the ore miner itself. We need iridium neutron collector, which I just realized we can't really make. How do you make that? block of copper. Yeah, that works. So, iridium neutron collector, and voila, tier 5 ore miner. For the next tier of crystals, we are also going to need a black lens. I think I have everything. Yeah, speed modifiers, maybe a few more structure panels, and maybe a nap. I do have a feeling this is going to eat through my entire power supply. It's fine, we can just disconnect the UU matter setup. 1.2 million RF. What? Okay, you come with me. Well, we got the crystal at least. And if we disable the limit, that's how fast we're getting ores. Holy. Also, I do have a funny feeling that now we should be losing power. Yep. Very slowly. It's fine, we can just remove some of the modifiers. Until I get a new solar panel. I removed some of the modifiers and I was just opening some loot packs. We got a builder. Awesome. Energy crystals, always lovely. Singularity, don't need carpets. I already made that. It's fine, this is why we have a trash can. Builder's wand. Wanted to make one. Anyways, once we get a decent supply of the final crystal, we're going to upgrade the solar panel. You know, one more time. It's going to be much cheaper than making one from scratch. Also, a lot of you guys have been suggesting that I should put this in the end. I kind of like them, I don't want to hide them in the end. I don't really know if it makes sense to you or not. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, I have been AFK for a while, not too long, I just edited the footage and we have 500 crystals. Yes, life is great. So we take you, and we shall order 81 more. This is the final tier one, and I'm really hoping we don't run out of power. And yes, we did not run out of power. Perfect. With this new upgrade, are we going to get like 3 million RF? 3.7 million RF. Holy. So I guess it doesn't really matter. We can now add the additional speed modifiers. We are incredibly wealthy, so I don't really care. 1.2 million RF is nothing now. And I guess from now on, just mine anything that you want. Random things. Also, over here, with the resource miner, we can add a few more upgrades. I don't have any cobble work, so I'm actually using the resource miner in order to get sand, gravel, stone, cobblestone, etc. You know what? I was planning to wrap up today's episode, but I realized it has already been late. And I'm really getting resources incredibly fast, so we might as well try to get the final tier of ore miner. I do understand that we do have the chamber from AE2 stuff, but this is faster. And I haven't made the chamber yet, so we do it like this. So first off, I do have a small problem. You might notice that the wireless connector that I have over here from AE2 stuff is now offline. Because the controller on its own doesn't have a huge buffer, so maybe we should make a few dense energy cells. This is why I needed the fluix dust. Well, that was a bit fast. Doesn't have to be super fancy, we just put them like so. And they should start charging up. So let's hope this time my controller is not going to run out of power. Another very important point is that I'm not going to upgrade the ore miner first. We first want to make one more solar panel. I don't really want to live with the stress of not having enough power. It's gonna be for half an hour, but I had enough stress for one day. I guess we need more connectors? Maybe? Yeah, the miner itself is incredibly fast. We can already have the solar cells. Minus the connector, but I'm getting that. Oh, we have 3 stacks of skulls. That's not much. I might need to kill a few of them manually. Let me try to craft one more solar panel. And I'll be right back. I was looking at the number of resources that we have and I was like, maybe we should make 2 controllers? Because you know, the controller is actually not that expensive, it's just a pain to craft because I haven't automated this yet. But in any case, if I have not messed up anything, here is one tier 4 controller for the solar panel. And that's not working. Oh, you're tier 2. That was fine, that was my boo-boo. Here is another one. And I also spent some time on removing the reactors. We're going to set up the solar panels here. The induction matrix is there. We can just use cryo-stabilized flux ducts. Because I think I am having some problems with the flux plugs. Anyways, you need 40 structure frames. That is 40, hopefully. And 81 cells. What are we missing? Oh my goodness. The stupid number of connectors that you have to use. Can you give me 81? Thank you. Okay, so I have removed our solar panel from here. We should have an extra controller. Oh, it's way over there. And I reassembled them over here temporarily until we would be able to upgrade them. But we're getting a ton of power. Almost 7.5 million RF. I'm not gonna make the third one today because I want to upgrade the ore miner. And you know, I have to wait for crystals. So I have been checking and it seems we need 92 structure frames, meaning that we need 92 nether stars. I have to make them in badges of 10. And I do have a feeling we don't have enough skulls. Actually, we have 197. That's not enough, but you know. Very soon we are also going to get a pink heart. The next tier of the ore miner does require pellets of RTG fuel. This is from AE2 and it does require plutonium. The problem is that the replicator is kind of garbage on speed, so I did bring some overclocker upgrades. And yeah, we're getting plutonium. And yes, I almost picked it up by accident. But it's fine, we can have one ender chest and I don't know, a hopper? Yes, it's actually very expensive on UU matter, you need like 200 millibuckets. I think that's enough. Instead we're going to get steel casing so that I would be able to upgrade my induction matrix. I just remembered the pellets of RTG are also a quest, so let us hold it in our inventory, with a hazmat suit obviously, so that whenever we unlocked it, we will get the reward. So again, neutron reflectors, 2 of them, and we just need the controller. I just realized I made a horrible miscalculation on the number of nether stars that we need. So we need 92 structure frame tier 6. The previous ore miner already has 72 blocks, so we need 20 more, correct? If you order it, you need 60 nether stars for just the balance, which is 20. That's because the final tier requires 2 nether stars and you need 1 more in order to make the previous tier. So I need way more nether stars. Way more. Yeah, we're not getting skulls fast enough. I have to do this manually because I'm not a fan of being AFK. Hello. He gave me 2 hits. That might look a lot, but that's like 9 nether stars. I have been doing this for a while and I do believe we have a decent supply of skulls. And I have killed 509 wither skeletons. But not all of that is for today, but I'm assuming 500 of that is for today. We need 140 more nether stars and we will have 121. So I guess I can bring the ore miner. I'm out of soul sand. Don't crash, please. We take these and hopefully not die in the process. I'm out. It's also slightly worrying that I'm not getting the pink heart. Come on. I'm eating a lot of food. Oh my goodness. It's now 50 different food. That is 141 stars. Let's get 10 more, just in case. And we're just going to vein mine the miner. This is actually a very stupid idea because I think our ore processing is not able to handle this much ore. So we shall upgrade all of them to tier 6 like so. I should wear my hazmat suit one more time, because I need to handle the RTG fuel. That goes in the basic crafting table, the controller, and voila, tier 6. They really wanted to make sure that this is locked behind so many gates. Assemble. Am I going to have enough blocks? Yes. It's almost 1 million RF, but yeah, we're getting draconium. Oh boy. That's too fast. Honestly speaking, I don't really think we have a problem with the number of machines, we only have a problem with extracting the items from the ender chest. Actually, maybe we don't. We can handle it. Yeah, I don't really think we are having any problems. Just before we wrap up today's episode, one more thing. This is not 900,000 RF, that's 9 million. So yeah, I don't really have enough power to run it. We need to remove some of the speed modifiers again. 5 should be more than enough. Yeah, that's 5.5 million RF. That is perfectly fine by me. We have 2 solar panels, we have a tier 6 ore miner, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.